said many times that, man, if only there was just clear cut, concrete, tangible evidence that God exists, then I would believe in him. But I don't think that's necessarily true. And let me give you an example to kind of help illustrate my point. Smoking, right? There is plenty of evidence, research, studies out there that show that smoking indeed is bad for you, I'm pretty sure if you walk with someone and ask them, why do you smoke? They're not going to be like, oh, it's good for my health, keeps me strong and fit, keeps my heart and lungs nice and healthy. But, I'm pretty sure everyone understands the fact that smoking is not good for your health, right? But why do people still smoke, If evidence is what we need, then the evidence is there. Why isn't there any change? And you might say, okay, well, smoking is addictive, and so once you start, it's kind of hard to stop. And yeah, that's granted. But what about, the 4,000 people age 18 and up who smoke their first cigarette a day? Or maybe the 1,000 under 18 who start smoking their first cigarette every day. That's about 5,000 people, according to the CDC, who smoke their first cigarette every day. What's their excuse? Maybe it's ignorance? Well, not even that, because even on the carton itself, smack dab on there, warning label, this thing can kill you. So why do people smoke? If evidence is what we need to change, why isn't the evidence that smoking is bad change us to not smoke? In a great majority, it doesn't. And it's because evidence in and of itself doesn't lead to change. But what does lead to change is action and experience. Once you actually take the steps necessary as a response to the information or the evidence to change, and you write, your little 5-step plan or whatever, that's when change is actually going to happen, right? Just simply knowing the facts and figures isn't going to change you. It's the actions. Maybe experience might be the job, Maybe you actually get sick because of smoking, or maybe a close family member or a loved one or a friend gets sick or maybe even dies because of smoking. That experience would lead you to say, okay, I see that this isn't good and I'm going to stop. I'm going to take the step necessary to stop. And so when people say, well, evidence is all I need to believe in God and to follow him, I'm just like, no, even if all the evidence in the world, that's not going to make you believe in God. That's not going to make you follow God. But what you need to truly follow God with all your heart and all your soul and your mind is not evidence, but experience. Once you actually experience God for yourself, that's when your life is actually going to change. Not as a result of evidence and proof, but as a result of your experience with him. So if you're seeking after God, don't just seek after the evidence. Couple that evidence with experience. And also couple that with faith. Because let's just say you walk up to someone and you're like, wow, the weather's nice, nice, clear blue skies. And the person next to you is just like, the sky's not blue, right? And you, of course, being the intelligent being that you are, you provide all the necessary evidence that you have that says the sky clearly is blue. But the person next to you just can't see that. Why? Because they're colorblind, And so no matter how much evidence and proof you spew at them, it's not going to change the fact that they can't see the blue sky. Because to them, it's not blue. They're colorblind. And so some things just have to be taken so we can't understand everything there is to know about the world around us, much less about God. And there's some things that just have to be taken by faith. Just like a colorblind person just has to take it by faith that the sky truly is blue, because he'll never be able to actually see it for himself. So don't just seek after evidence, don't just reject because of evidence, but seek experience and also have faith. Think on these things.